sakali and sakali different from the rest of the entries. It's real life. Okay? It's real life. If ever it's funny because you're laughing at real life. Okay? It is relevant without being politically or ideologically conscious. It's relevant because it's about people like us. And it's a comedy which is a comedy in which you go into extremes, but it's a comedy because there's a sad part behind it. In other words, I think the selling point of this movie in the festival, it's the only movie in the festival which is real.
Statement.
It is. It's the only one which deals with real people.
Can we quote you on that?
Wag na lang. No, it is the festival entry that's real.
That's right.
Which deals with real people. Because I would like to watch some of the other entries too. Not all, but I'd like to watch some of the others.
About the role of Eugene Dumi in this film, is she parang magiging sidekick ba?
Hindi.
Comic relief ba?
No naman, not a comic relief. She's the next door neighbor of the Agoncillos and she's a kept woman. She's the other woman. Interesting. She's the kept woman, okay, whose dream in life is, who's been conditioned in life to think that a man has to take care of her. Typical, she's the Ann Curtis of the movie. Siya yung next door neighbor na naging friend ni Ryan because siya yung naiiwan sa bahay eh. So sila nag-bonding. Okay, and then she's the pariah of that entire community. And then all of a sudden she's now she learns a lot from Ryan in the same way, in the manner that Ryan learns a lot from her.
Direk, can we expect a lot of punchlines?
Depends kasi on what you mean by punchlines eh. I don't believe in the deliberate punchline eh. You leave that for slapstick. The punchlines here are you laugh at the situations eh. Okay,
Maybe something like quotable quotes.
ay meron naman. Yung tulad ng, meron naman mga quotable quotes kung meron mga quotable quotes. We're actually collating them for the trailer. Okay, we're collating them for there will be quotable quotes. But I guess what is most important is people can relate to the movie. People can very much relate to the movie, especially people of our age. Okay.
Just want to ask about the filming location.
Where we're shooting? Oh, we're shooting in exotic Brentford, di ba? Brentford. And for a very good reason, okay? We have to shoot somewhere in the south because Judy Ann has a baby. So they stay in Alabang and therefore it was part of the agreement that most of the shooting will take place in the south. Plus Judy Ann has a cut of time because of the baby. Okay? And lo and behold, we were able to get a very good deal with Brentford. And we're using model unit houses as their houses. So it's really, really practical. It's really a blessing. And then in Brentford, they couldn't care less if it's Julian Santos and Ryan Reyes. Plus the fact that, I'm still looking for the house of Manny Pacquiao in Brentford. It's a really, really nice location. Na medyo malayo sa karamihan, pero amin na amin yung location. We don't have the problem of crowd control or being mobbed to the umpteenth degree. Yes.
Yung title na My HouseHusband, yung original title, or napag-usapan mo kayo ng Tagalog or something?
The original title is HouseHusband. Okay, but we made it My HouseHusband so that it becomes a sharing of both Judy Ann and Ryan. So when you say My HouseHusband, it is Judy Ann talking about Ryan, who is the househusband. The original title is HouseHusband.
Does it include ikaw?
Ayan eh. Palabok na pa siya. To be socially relevant in 2011. That's the exclamation point, di ba? You already.
Sir,
Yeah.
is there any debut cast, yung mga first time magiging part ng pelikula? Yung mga newbies sa pelikula?
Yeah, are there introduced?
Wala kami ini-introduce dito. Ang dami-daming nagka-cameo roles, mga support roles. Let me go through them. Okay, there is Rocco Nasino of GMA, and then two of the kids of GMA, Direk Monasterio and Lexi Fernandez. That's the son of Tina Monasterio and the daughter of Maritoni Fernandez, a lot of second generation actually. And then, who else? You have Agot Isidro, okay? You have, ano that, Boots Anson Roa, you have Dante Rivero, but they're very, the story centers on the three characters. No great, introducing whoever. Shalala. In his first human role. That's me.
Sir, what is the challenge between, kasi you usually do the script and directing, diba? What is the challenge if the script of the film is written by other people?
Well, I revised it. I revised it. Right? So in other words, it somehow became mine too because when I revised it. But it smells. But that's something I wanted to make clear right from the very, very start, that I would direct somebody else's script. It's become such a curse. Because people think that I will not direct anybody else's scripts except mine. But that's not true. Number one is nobody gives me any script. Okay? Because they think that I will only do what I want. And secondly, nobody wants me to write scripts for them. Which is not that I'm yearning to write scripts. Because I know at my age, despite the fact that I'm still gorgeous at my age, I'm strong at my age, I know that there'll come a point in time when I don't have to take the shit of directing, all the physical, psychological, spiritual, economic, philosophical pain of directing. I would rather write. Like all of us would love to write. But no, directors won't get me because they think I only write for myself. And that's not true. I've been saying that over and over and over again. Okay? Well, I will not write for certain directors. And I will not subject myself to certain creative committees, okay? Because, I think that's like an exercise of Sisyphus, hindi ba? So, but then otherwise, I would love to. I would really, really love to. And that's why I really love the young indie movement that's taking place. Because it's bringing back integrity to the role of the director. The director as a creative agent and not a mere employee.
So, Direk, kanina mo gustong magsulat?
Sa mga direktor, sino ang gusto kong isulat na direktor? Marami eh. Yung mga medyo makakatanda sa akin, katulad ni Joel Lamangan, di ba? No, pag hindi political, kasi hindi ko teritoryo mga political, hindi ba? I'd love to write for Mario J. I've only written a few pieces for Mario J. And among the young directors, I'd love to write for Jeffrey Jetulian. Okay? I would love to write for Chris Martinez. Okay? And then, if you saw Cinemalaya last year, shit! I mean, I love to work with Lawrence Fajardo of Amok. Okay, I would love to work with Loy Aseñas, who did Niño. Okay, I mean, a lot of these young people. I mean, I think that for me is the ultimate. That's the ultimate high for me, to be able to work with young directors. Okay, and the older ones, those slightly older than me. Okay. It will be more difficult to really work on the mainstream commercial network-related studios because you're templated. But if you accept a job like that, it's mainly because you accept it, and you go through the grinder with a smile.
Just curious though, how does a movie become an official entry to the film fest?
Okay.
Process.
It's the hottest ticket in town because most producers have this crazy belief that this is one chance that you can make a lot of money. Although, of course, we all know that No Other Woman and Private Benjamin are making a hell of a lot of money, almost like the film festival. Because this is one time kasi na number one, it's basically tax-free. And secondly, there are no foreign movies shown at that window, okay, of the 10 days of the window. So a lot of people really kill themselves to get into the festival. But what people do not realize is out of the 6 entries of the festival, only 3 will make money. Only 3 will make money. Because what makes No Other Woman and Private Benjamin make a lot of money, it's people watching it over and over again. You have repeaters. Di ba? Yung nagustuhan mo, therefore papanoorin mo uli kasi mayayaya ka, manonood ka. Sa festival, ganyan din. Kaya karamihan ng mga movie sa festival is pambata dahil ang mga bata ang may pera kung Pasko. That's why yeah. Yung mga bata may pera sa Pasko. Pero, pagdating sa legs, in other words, after January 1, wala nang pera ang mga bata. Ang mga adults na pumapasok, which is explaining why kasal-kasali-kasalo made a killing kasi ang mga nanood adults na it repeated itself. But nowadays, the film festival is not the only time in which the producers can make money. Kasi may naluludo. Meron mga naluludo. Actually, you submit an entry, there are about 17 of us in June, and then out of the 17, they choose 6. And it's usually a franchise, more of the same. Parang hindi kompleto itong taon na ito, walang shake, rattle, and sabi ko, the end is really near. Wala nang shake, rattle. Saka wala na mano po 82.